Welcome to another episode of the Walmart Crappy Bike Show. I'm Wynn, cycling instructor, and today I want to do some timing studies to give you an idea how long you think some repair should take. And so what I'm just going to do is use some regular tools that you will have lying around the house, and a regular bicycle pump, and we're going to do some repairs like repair a flat, adjust a hub, repack some bearings in a bottom bracket that you would normally find on a Walmart Crappy Bike. And these are the kind of repairs that we are currently doing at Fix Your Bike Day. So let me show you what we've got. So right now, I've got this giant motor. It's a 20-inch extra small unit that was given to me. And so we'll use this as a Walmart Crappy Bike, even though it's a bike shop bike. Okay, and so I'll let the air out of the front tire, and then I'll show you how long it takes for me to repair the flat. I let the air out of the front tire already, and so using a 15mm wrench, I'll loosen the nuts. And incidentally, the quality of nuts on a bike shop bike are much nicer than a Walmart Crappy Bike. Okay, so these are nice machine nuts. Let me check to see if I'm in the frame. I think so. All right, so let's take off the cap, and I'll use these Pedro tire levers. They're readily available from a bike shop, and you'll be hard pressed to get better ones, even though I use Schreiber's a lot. I think for the most part these are the way to go. Okay, this is a fairly tight tire. And let's pull out the tube here. And what you'll normally do is just replace the tube with a known good tube. Run your finger on the inside to make sure there is no thorn there. If there is, then you're going to need to take time to pull it out. Okay, and that's good. So right here, I have a replacement tube, another giant, but instead I'm just going to use this tube here and put it back in again, right? Normally what you'll do is you'll later on inflate this and patch it. But let's put this one back in. And since there's already some partial air in the tube, I don't need to pump it back up again. Then let's get the second bead back on the tire. Okay, and see if I can finesse this back on using my thumbs. Maybe not. So use the tire lever to get it in. Okay, good. Let me grab a pump here. Okay. And I shortened up the hose on this so it's not very long. There. That's about right. Pull it off, give it a spin. All right, and then put this back on. So the tire direction is forwards like this. Move the thrust washers to the outside and get my wrench. And tighten that up. All right. Okay. And that's the amount of time it takes to replace a tube. All right, so that's the amount of time it takes to replace a tube on a front tire. And on a coaster brake bike, it's going to take more time. You might need to double that to do the rear. Okay, let's take the front wheel off again, and this time we're going to service the front hub, and we'll loosen the lock nut and the cone nut. Take a look inside and add some lube, either oil or grease, to it, and then reassemble it and put it back on the bike. Let's see how long that takes. All right, so let's go back to it, and this is a different repair, so we'll loosen the nuts again, but we won't take them off. Put up the kickstand, take off the wheel, and let me make some space on my work table here. Right. Okay. So this hub, when I spin it, has a little grinding action to it. It's not very smooth. So that tells me the hub is a little on the tight side. And I don't want to spend a lot of time describing this. All right. So a 15 millimeter, and I think this is a 17 millimeter nut here on the outside. Okay. See if I can get one side loose here. Boy, that's tight. Okay. Get my big wrench here, because this is going to happen. Okay. There we go. Just kind of spun the nut, so all right. Yay. All right. So let's see what we've got here, and we'll move this up, take away some spider webs. And so we've got, okay, these ball bearings look pretty good. And there's a little grease in there. So these balls on one side are not bad. And the balls and the cone on this side are good too. So let's just add some grease, some oil to it. To one side. The other side. And I think maybe these are just a little on the tight side. It's pretty smooth. Okay, let's tighten these up some more. Not overly tight. Yeah, that feels good. There's no slop to it. It's nice and smooth. So let's get my wrench, 15 millimeter, and put this back on. Okay, so power goes this way. Move that washes out to the edge. You can readjust the camera. Alright, tighten up both nuts. That's one. Okay. Nut covers on. Right, and that's the amount of time it takes to adjust and lube a hub. This next repair, we're going to take apart and look inside of the bottom bracket and then reassemble it. And so in this case, what I'll do is I'll remove the pedal, and this pedal is kind of loose already, and we'll only remove one side, which is the non-drive side. Okay, so let me put this on the ground, and I'll turn this clockwise to remove it, or counterclockwise rather. Let's see, no, it's clockwise to remove it. And I'm just using a 15 millimeter hub wrench for now. You don't need a separate 15 millimeter pedal wrench to do this job. Okay, so let's pick this up. And I'm not going to use any special tools to it, and we'll put it on the table here. Okay. Okay, let me readjust this camera. All right. So to remove this nut here on the one-piece crank, it's reverse threaded. So to remove it, we'll go clockwise. And so this confuses a lot of people, right? So there's the lock nut, keyed washer, then use a flat screwdriver to loosen up this bearing. Cone. Okay. Take some weight off of this. Right. Okay. This cone looks good. And this group of bearings are okay. can't quite get into the other side, so to lube it, so I'll just use some oil on a nozzle here. And on this side, I'll use some grease here. And pack the bearings with that. Get some more. So this is in a little burrito solo taco salsa cup. Right? Not a huge amount that I'm putting in here. You can put in as much as you want. This is Molly grease that I get from the auto parts store. Actually, I got this one from Harbor Freight. So to tighten this up, we go counterclockwise. And lifting this up a little bit helps to get the weight off of the assembly. And get it centered up. Okay, I'll get my screwdriver. So this is probably the most time-consuming task there is. Okay, we'll get this keyed washer on and this nut. I'm gonna try to get this in a better position where I can continue to tighten this up. There are tools that you can use for this, but I find that screwdriver works pretty well. Just be careful not to stab yourself. Okay. When you get this pretty tight, don't worry about it getting perfect, because when you tighten up the nut, it will over tighten the assembly. So then you might have to loosen this up. Okay, tightening this is counterclockwise. Tightening this up is clockwise, rather. All right. All right. Let's use a wrench as a hammer to get the tension correct. All right, this feels pretty good. Okay, and then let's get the 15mm wrench and reinstall the pedal. Going clockwise and going counterclockwise. So the thread's moving forward to tighten. Okay. So that is the time it takes to service the bottom bracket. All right, the reason why I'm making this video is so you can get an idea of how long it takes to do certain repairs. And these are common repairs we find on the Walmart crappy bike that are one speeds. Is a bottom bracket that's loose, needs attention, hubs that are too tight, and flat tires. My recommendation is, if you encounter a flat tire on a one-speed coaster brake bike, is don't replace the tube. Just take the tube, leave the wheel on the bike, remove the bead on the non-drive side, pull the tube out, pump it up, look for the flat clean it, patch it, and then reinstall it. That way you don't need to take it off the chain and remove the coaster brake. Okay, and that could save you a lot of time. I think what we found in this case is you can use these basic repairs pretty quickly and then get on to the next task. So I hope you find this helpful. Until next time, happy cycling.